Welcome, bienvenidos. Today we're going to talk about fast food. Now, if you're familiar with this channel and you're familiar with some of the things that happened in this channel in the past, then you know there's something that I like to do that I am not going to name because, well, the actual word can get you in trouble with YouTube. But if I remember, the word is going to be on the screen. Anyway. Today was the day. Let's be real. We go to the drive-thru. And I'm going to name names. It was McDonald's. We sit in the drive-thru. First of all, we had to wait for some Yahoo to make their order. And it was like forever. I don't understand why. Because they had a very small bag. But it is what it is. Not necessarily their fault. Then it's our turn. Now, my husband's the only one ordering because I have food at home. And because I cannot eat most of the food in McDonald's except for the fries. My husband has maybe a good hour before he has to go to sleep because that's how late we ended up getting to the drive-thru. He got to the drive-thru window. He made his order. He went and paid, and then he was told to go and sit in the parking lot in spot whatever, 325, whatever. And then the people that were next to us who got there after us got their food first. That's not counting the fact that they brought us an order that wasn't ours. So then they had to go looking all through the parking lot for that order. And then they went ahead and they brought us a second order, which was on the wrong number, but that was our order. Here is my issue with this. And this should be a short video because I've had it. Okay? Why is food no longer fast food, no longer fast, good, or cheap? I don't know if you remember this. Maybe you're too young to remember this, but there used to be a thing called the dollar menu on some fast food restaurants. And now I'm not talking necessarily about McDonald's, but it is what it is. If you know, you know. There used to be a dollar menu. You would get like the little hamburgers. You could get some other things in the menu, and they were all $1. So you could technically have $5 and have a soda, dessert, and your meal, and even French fries, and you still had $1 left over. Maybe not the entire dollar because, taxes, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you're spending $4 and the tax is 3% at the time, or 4% or 5%, that's 20 cents. You still have 80 cents left over. You cannot get anything for $4 right now. You might get French fries or a soda, but you're not going to get both. The whole point of fast food restaurants was that you would go from ordering to receiving in 2 minutes or less. And people say, well, it's not real food and that's why it was so fast and blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, what? Have you seen the hamburger patties? Because I have. My husband just had one, and it wasn't that big. That don't take 2 minutes to fry, to put in. Done. You're claiming to give me food, right? You're claiming to give me good food. And what you're giving me is it's not even good. It's super expensive. I mean, it used to be that with $20, you could feed 6 people. You can barely feed 3 people on $20 now. And just in case somebody thinks I'm lying about the McDonald's, I don't know if you recognize this, but this is a McDonald's cup. There. I still haven't finished it. So I'm not telling you this because I went to McDonald's, had to wait over 10 minutes for the food. 10, 15 minutes. I don't even know how long it took. Because remember, I'm not counting the actual order, from order to paying, and then parking. I'm starting to count when I sit in the parking lot. And there were at least 10 minutes, 10 good minutes, maybe more. And that makes no sense to me. You raise the prices because you claim that you needed to raise the quality. You know why it bothers me so much? And this is something that most people don't think about. How much is the CEO of McDonald's getting paid? How much are all those officials getting paid? How much are I don't know if McDonald's is public or private, I don't care. But if they have any kind of stocks or bonds or whatever, how much are all those people getting paid? You mean to tell me you had to raise the food to triple, quadruple what you used to charge. And now, and if I find it, I'm going to post the price difference, because you can go on Google and you can pull out the price, the whole price list based on the year. And I can tell you right now, we paid way too much money for food that was subpar. Because I remember when McDonald's fries were McDonald's fries. They were delicious. Now they're not. They're oversalted, they're overcooked, they're just ridiculous. And they're limp and I just don't like them. You go to places like Wendy's. I have one for you from Wendy's, and I said this a few weeks ago. I used to order Wendy's for lunch every Thursday. And the one treat that I would give myself every freaking Thursday, because I didn't get charged for the service, just for the food, was I would order either 1 or 2 bacon cheese potatoes from Wendy's and a soda. And whatever my coworkers wanted me to order, I would go ahead and add it. Until one day when I was really, really hungry and I ordered 2 potatoes. And the first one, I ate most of it, but the reality is that it was hard because half of it was hard. The second one was so raw, I couldn't even cut through it. And the 2 potatoes and the soda cost me almost $13. I used to pay $2, $3 for the potatoes and $2 for the soda. Every fast food restaurant has gone ridiculous with the prices. And of course, now the excuse is going to be the tariffs. But that's not even the problem. The problem is this. You are charging me ridiculous prices for food that is either undercooked, overcooked, or just not good enough. And then you make me wait forever. If I have a half-hour lunch and I have to wait 15 minutes for my food, by the time I drive back to work, I can't eat the food because my half hour is gone. Start making food at home. Start growing your own fruits and vegetables too. Even if they're tiny little bits, at least they're fresh. You don't have to wait for a truck to bring it to your home. Make an agreement with your neighbors. One grows one thing, one grows the other one, and you'll swap whatever's too much for you. I'm telling you, we're getting robbed left and right. If you want to support us, you can always join my Patreon. Right now it's only $1. And they always get the long version of this video. You get the edited version. I'm just angry. Y'all have a good day. Thank you so much for watching.